I hate to throw out good food. I really do.
Unbelievable the blessing it is to have all of this food that would normally have been thrown away.
My wife and I would come down after our Rotary meeting and sort fruit and vegetables.
Clients can come in every time that we're open to get fresh fruit, vegetables, and bread.
It's this really comfortable experience where you can take or leave what you want and what you don't want, and I feel like it really revolutionized the food bank system.
Living on Vancouver Island, you probably have heard of Nanaimo Loaves and Fishes. We decided to take a closer look and found out there is a lot more to it than we thought.
I'm here volunteering at the Loaves and Fishes sorting center to sort through the food for distribution at the various depots. Well, here's Peter, and he's the brains of this operation.
I don't know if I'm the brains of this place. We just got good people like Joyce here that make things happen.
Thank you.
You want me to show you around? I'll show you what we're doing here. Well, for too long, food banking has been about scarcity. And what we've discovered here at Loaves and Fishes is that food banking can really be about abundance. We realize that there is an abundance of food available in our community. And so you've likely heard of the massive amount of food waste that we in the Western world produce. Well, our program goes after that food waste and ensures that good food actually goes to people who can use it. Our trucks are on the road 7 days a week. We partner with 10 local grocery stores and we pick up everything that they are throwing out. We started small and we realized that the store we would like to partner with first would be Thrifty Foods at Pork Place. And Michael, their store manager, was absolutely amazing. He helped get the program going.
Manufacturers, when they make the products, it's at its peak performance up to the expiry date. But a lot of the food can be eaten days or even weeks after the best before date.
The food comes back here. We weigh it on this pallet scale here. The reason we weigh it is it allows us to assign a dollar value to it. Once the food is weighed, it's brought over here. We supply the grocery stores with bins like this, and they just fill them up. So if you look here, you can see the sort of food we're getting. Everything from cherries to some basil. It's all in various states, but fortunately we've got a great group of volunteers, and what they do is they sort through it all. The good stuff goes into produce trays like this. The stuff that's not so good goes into gray bins so that we provide it to local farmers.
Stuff gets pulled off the shelves that is close dated and or expired. We definitely make sure that the food is kept safe. So stuff that's cold has to be kept in a cooler. Stuff that's frozen is kept in the freezers, etc. That is number one priority, is that we have to keep the integrity of the product. And then it gets picked up daily, which is great. So the food bank shows up here every day. They have a refrigerated truck and they pick up all of the product.
So we also get a lot of frozen meat. Unfortunately, we have this big walk-in freezer that we're able to store it in before we get it out to people. Oh, we got ice cream too. So this is our big walk-in cooler. This is food that we've got sorted, ready to go out to people. This food over here is food that has yet to be sorted. Because we accept all of the food that grocery stores are throwing out, there's a certain amount, somewhere between 5 and 15%, that's not good for people. And so we make it available free of charge to local farmers. And that's what we've got over here. So this pallet is all stuff that's available for farmers to come pick up and feed to their livestock. Here at Loaves and Fishes, we recognize that the community has entrusted us with a huge amount of infrastructure, and we want to make sure that that infrastructure has the broadest possible impact. And so we allow over 80 other nonprofits to come here and shop and take whatever food they can use for their programs free of charge. And this is where they can get all of their perishable food.
We come once a week on a Wednesday, and the agencies that we collect for are Island Crisis Care Society and for St. Andrew's Presbyterian lunch program.
This area here is where the other nonprofits in our community can come shop for non-perishable food. We also have a freezer that they can access. And you can see in there, there's a whole pile of meat for these other agencies to take. So to make this program work, we rely on over 1,000 bins.
It's the greatest place to work, you know, it just makes you feel great, helping others.
So this is where we handle all the non-perishable food. And here we've got the mustard seed from Victoria, the food bank down there, picking up food for their program. Loaves and Fishes operates a hub for Food Banks BC. We accept food here that Food Banks Canada has sourced, and then we fan it out to 19 food banks all over Vancouver Island. We also do bread back here. So we pick up bread 7 days a week from Cobb's Bakery. This is where we sort all of the non-perishable food. We sort it into color-coded categories. Now what that means is that we are able to provide choice to our clients. So when people come to the food bank, we do not hand them a bag of food.
All right, you're a 3, so you can take 3 from here. Did you get your milk?
I've been to a few food banks over BC and Alberta, and they're all set up a little bit differently, and you never know what you're going to get, and half of it you can't use. What I really like about this program is that you come through and it's this really comfortable experience where you can take or leave what you want and what you don't want, and I feel like it really revolutionized the food bank system.
My primary responsibility is to be able to coordinate a team of volunteers for the distribution of food here at our Farquhar site. We have a meeting each morning just looking at the food that's been entrusted to us by our partners. Our goal is to have a great selection for everybody that comes through during the time that we're open, but by the end of the opening to have all of the food distributed so that it's in the hands of the people that need it.
I've been coming here for on and off for 8 to 10 years, I guess. I'm on disability, and therefore I don't have an awful lot of money to spend once I pay rent, which is out of control.
The food bank really helps with, especially bread, the milk, the eggs, everything.
The staff here are really welcoming and comforting. I know when I first started coming, I would be very anxious. There's a lot of shame associated with standing in line for the food bank, and they really help alleviate that and walk you through the process.
They know my name because of my name tag, but I get to know them because I'm signing them in all the time. They will share their lives with us, then we end up sharing our lives with them, and it really does become more of a community.
I like to work here because I like the people that I deal with across the table and the other volunteers.
I appreciate the work that they do here. I think it's really important for a lot of people, especially people with children.
Our volunteer group is made up of primarily actually of seniors, and some of our volunteers have been volunteering for 7, 8 years. So we're very grateful for that. It really helps us out.
I've been volunteering now at the Loaves and Fishes for about 5 years. My wife got me involved after I had retired. She said, "You need something else to do," and she said, "You gotta come and work at Loaves and Fishes," and that's what I did.
The wonderful thing about the Food for You program is that they can only get a full hamper once every 2 weeks, but they can come in for Food for You, that fresh fruit, vegetables, and bread, every day that we're open where there's a Food for You depot. So that really helps to bridge the gap in that 2-week period and just gets really good, healthy food into the hands of the clients that need it.
I want to thank our food recovery partners who've come on. Nanaimo really is leading the way both provincially and nationally with the program we're running here, and we couldn't do it without our fantastic grocery store partners. So thank you to them.
Nanaimo Loaves and Fishes, through innovative measures of food collection and distribution, are turning food scarcity into one of abundance, touching the lives of so many people.